One love, God bless. Fire Nelson here, and I'm here to talk to you about why must we suffer. So there's lots of suffering, of course, of many different types. There's mental suffering, physical suffering, spiritual suffering, suffering from war, from disease, from famines, suffering from, traumas, all different types, financial situations. But we have to not get so caught up in this feeling of suffering, because it seems like some people almost get too wrapped in to feeling this suffering, and they just say always, oh yeah, they have a terrible life and just another week, just wait until the payday, or they just have a sense of always kind of feeling like a ball or a hammer is going to get dropped if at any point in time. And we don't want to get caught up in this cycle of suffering and feeling like we're living in our own personal hell. There's lots of other suffering that is going on that's much worse than any suffering that's going on with you right now. I know it may sound harsh, but hopefully you're not in a war zone right now. Hopefully you're able to have this phone, this connection to family, this, you're able to hopefully be able to eat, wash yourself, do these simple things that seem simple to us, but for a lot of people right now and all over the world for many years, it's not that simple. So we have to remember we're blessed, even in times when we think that we're suffering. And even the people that are in war zones and that are stricken with famine and stuff like this, the most blessed people are the ones that don't let the situation control the rest of their life. They're not sitting and doing nothing. They're getting active and doing something to change their situation. They're being positive. They're being positive influences to community. They're being positive influences to their family, and they're not letting the outside suffering affect their inside. Yes, they have empathy and they definitely sympathize with what's going on, but they're not letting it constantly be their 90% of their emotions. It's a good to have 10% be towards, negative things. If it's something for empathy, sympathy, you want to listen to your spouse's story about how she's having these negative thoughts, and you're just, it's okay to get a little bit of negative back and forth, because sometimes we need to get it out, but only make it 10%. That 90%, it should be positive vibrations only, because that is what you're going to get back. If you're constantly thinking about suffering and you got this bill to pay and you're in debt and your foot hurts and you have arthritis in your hand, then it's going to just keep multiplying for you. Unfortunately, that's just how the universe works. You have to change your mindset out of this suffrage. You have to change your mindset out of being a victim and realize that you are a co-creator in your life. You are able to change your life in more ways than you could ever imagine. And then once you start changing them, you're going to imagine more ways. But we have to get out of this suffering loop and thinking that we're in lack and not enough and that we will never be like them, or who cares if you're like them? Be even better than them. Strive for that. Strive for the very best of yourself. Just focus on that. Don't even focus on striving for better than them. Just focus on being better than yourself this week, better than yourself next week, and then better than yourself the next month. And then trust me, you won't even look at them. You won't even see them. You're not comparing yourself to anybody, because all of a sudden you look back and you're 10 miles ahead of them. They're trying to catch up to you now. But if we stay stuck in this mindset of we are never gonna amount to anything, and we're just gonna listen to what our parents told us, that we gotta just get a job and work this 9 to 5 and then retire at 65 and call it a day. If you want to just constantly listen to the naysayers of your dreams and your goals and your destiny that you feel that you are that is being called to you, if you feel a certain destiny is being called to you, you need to go for it. Many are called, but few are actually chosen. And for me, that means that many are called, but it's not that the Most High chooses only a few. It's just that few only choose the path. Few are chosen. Few are chosen. Few are chosen enough to choose the right path. The wicked path is straight and wide. The righteous path is so narrow. Man, it's the size of a needle. Very few people are going through the righteous way. Very few people want to be called the square or whatever the names that the righteous people get called. Because I don't get called it. People think they're going to get called it because they're stuck in that suffering mind state before they really become a righteous, holy person. But I personally don't get called anything, not to my face. Because I walk with a presence, with the essence, with the peace, with an abundance about me. And this is the same that will happen for you once you lose the not enough, the lack, the suffering mind state. You are not suffering. It's just the way you're thinking right now. You have to get out of this mind state. Sometimes we have to go through this suffering because it's trying to push us to a growth that everything else wasn't working. You know, when your parents are like, yeah, I was saying to you and I kept saying it to you, and then you weren't listening until I yelled and told you that I'm gonna whoop your butt, you know? That is basically what the Most High is saying right now. They're saying, I kept trying to show you signs, kept trying to show you signs here, where you should change. You don't want to listen, so now I'm gonna show you a sign for real. And then sometimes people still don't listen, and then another sign comes, and then what? Disease comes, illness, you know, all different types of stuff come into people's lives. So we don't want to wait until disease manifests itself in our life. We don't want to wait until illness manifests itself in our life from there being an unbalance. Most of the disease and illness comes from an unbalance of a lifestyle, not of something in your DNA or passed down through genes or, you know, whatever people be thinking. But it's coming from a lifestyle, from what you eat, think. What you eat and what you think is the two most important things you will ever do for your body, mind, and soul. If you're conscious about what you eat and what you think, so much of your life will start to fall in perfect alignment. You'll start to think clearer. You'll start to think more happy, be more at peace, be less quick to anger, be quicker to forgive. Things will start coming in perfect harmony. It's very simple, but we like to complicate things because we are shown so much in this westernized society that we think such simple things like this, like positive thinking and affirmations, and it just sounds so simple and silly to everybody. And they want a quick fix. They want a medication. They say, they go to the doctors, they say, I feel depressed. My life is in shambles. Give me a pill. Well, you feel depressed because your life is in shambles. You said it yourself. You need to start fixing your life. Fix your life. Fix what you can fix before you just automatically go to the doctors and say, oh, I'm suffering, I'm depressed, I want to end it all. You don't want to end it all. You are a beautiful spiritual being that is here for a reason, that's here for a purpose. If it's your time to end, then it will end. You don't need to end it. That is being selfish. That is being the wrong example to others. When you should know that you are a beautiful spiritual being. And if you don't know, I'm here to tell you you're a beautiful spiritual being. And there's many, many blessings that are coming to you as we speak. You are not in a loop of suffering. That is not what you're meant to be. There's so much more to life than just a loop of suffering and constant worry and constant anxiety and fears and doubts. You have to stop listening to the propaganda that they push on TV, that you have to look like this or act like this to be a certain type of successful. Because really what's successful is not a real success. Most rich people and wealthy people aren't very happy. Being truly wealthy is being able to take care of yourself, being able to help your family, and being able to take care of your kids and your immediate family. It's not being able to buy your mom a house and a car and buy your granny 2 cars and this. No, that is a beautiful blessing, but it's not going to bring you happiness. It's not what true success is about. That's wealth for sure. That is true wealth. But the wealth that will get you the wealth of happiness and the true riches of the Most High is the wealth within. Building that up, building up that already feeling of treating and feeling like your body, your spirit is a holy sacred temple, and treating yourself and treating others exactly the same. Once you build that wealth, you will need for nothing. You will want for nothing. You'll never be hungry, be thirsty, be tired, anything. Once you realize how much worth you have within, then the whole rest of the world gets easier. You have to hold yourself accountable for how amazing you are. You can't be stuck in a loop of suffering and think this is your life. That is a fake illusion that they try to push on you, so you just feel like you need to fill your life with more things, and you can buy more things. The world isn't as bad as you think. It's only the social media that's pushing it that way. You have to realize there's so much light, there's so much beauty in everything. Go look at a tree, go look at a bird, go look at the stars. You are not suffering. You can see, hopefully. You can hear, hopefully. And if you can't, then I'm sure you can do other things that are amazing that nobody else can do. So whoever you are, wherever you are, it doesn't matter what handicap they try to say that you have, or what illness or disease they say that you have and can't be cured. Stay positive. You aren't suffering. You aren't suffering. You just need to change your mindset and probably change your lifestyle up. And that disease, that illness, that handicap will turn into a blessing. You will see it in a different light, and you will see it start to dissolve from your life. Start to release the anger, the envy with it, the hate that you have for whatever is holding you back. We want to release these blocks and to see them being healed. Whether it's completely healed or not, whatever you believe is so is so. The more you believe, the more you will actually achieve. It's been written in the Bible. It doesn't say that like that. It doesn't rhyme it, but it's written in the Bible. As you believe, it is so. So don't give up on yourself. Don't get wrapped up into the loop of suffering and thinking that is life. That is just what life is, and we just gotta suffer every week. You know, every week there's gotta be something. No, there's many, many times where I've had almost a full month where there was no suffering. Just peace, you know, little spilled milks here and there, but I just brush it off, laugh it off. And that's what you have to do with life. You have to laugh it off, look at the bigger picture, try to get the lessons from it, and stop taking yourself as just someone who is suffering and in a victimhood. We have the power to change our life. We are not here to suffer and to just go through these wheels of pain and sorrow and depression and grief. That is not our life. We're here to make something. We're here to share our gifts. We're here to spread love and joy. And we're here to unite and to be a blessing to all, to live harmonious with the planet, and to raise our vibrations into a higher consciousness so that we can evolve from just this human incarnation. So stop thinking you're suffering. Realize that you are a beautiful spiritual being and keep growing. Keep growing through this pain, through this depression, through this disease and illness. Keep growing. You got this. Don't worry. Meditate, pray, and start making it a normal practice. But get those positive thoughts flowing in your head. When you see those negative thoughts come up, stop them, throw them out, and put a positive thought in there. Even if you think it's crazy, even if you think it's like a game, play the game. Just play along until it becomes a complete habit and those negative thoughts are just gone from your mind. You can do it with just discipline and effort. If you want to get better, if you want to feel better, if you want to stop feeling down and depressed and like there's no hope, then you're going to have to do something. So one love, God bless. Good luck on your journey. If you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, share. I appreciate you watching this video, and I wish the best of luck for you.